We're live. Yeah, let's try that again.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 174 of Let's Talk Koi. I'm Sean, the Koi Guy, and welcome to the show. What is today's date? Today is what, the 13th?
13th. Wow, I had to think it through as well.
Today is the 13th of September, which means it's cooler season starting to come in, Big C.
Yes. Windows open weather is what I like to say.
Windows open weather, and it's upsetting. I mean, it's still summer. I think it's summer till like the 21st or 22nd or something like that.
Yep.
I just got back from vacation. Welcome to the show. I apologize. We had a couple of technical issues, but welcome back to the show. And we skipped it last week because I was away. I was away for 10 days, went to St. Lucia. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you to my wife for putting together an absolutely unbelievable vacation. We stayed at Sugar Beach in St. Lucia. And it's interesting. I was saying before that we had the opportunity to actually go and see a bunch of, when you're doing research on a vacation, you're looking at a whole bunch of different locations. And in St. Lucia, there's lots. It's very hilly. So you have the option of, all right, I want to stay in a resort that's kind of up in the hills, or you can stay down by the beach. If you stay in the up in the hills, you have these amazing views.
Sure.
But you got to take a shuttle anytime you want to do it. You want to go to the restaurant, you got to take a shuttle down to the beach. You want to go to the beach, you got to take a shuttle. Yeah. And so we went over to take a look at Jade Mountain, which was like the most expensive resort, almost. In
I think that's one you might have talked about.
That's one I did a video of that.
Yeah.
And first of all, the place was run down. Like I was blown away, like how run down it was for a place that was $3,000 a day to stay at this place. And that's not all inclusive at this place.
You're right.
This is not the place we stayed in, by the way. The place I stayed was much cheaper. Anyway. And so we go there, and what was nice is that the water was crystal clear the whole time we're there. We take the boat there. The day before we're leaving, that seagasm came in. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's seaweed.
Oh, okay.
That's been taking over the Caribbean. And the day before we were leaving, it came in, and you could see it like just starting to flow.
Oh, wow.
Over the water. We're like, all right, this is getting a little messy. Not something you want to go snorkeling in, because
did the pond guy and you come out and be like, hey, we just need some Clormax in here or something like that?
No, I was definitely thinking of ways to get rid of it. That's funny. And by the last day, like the beaches were covered. We're totally, you couldn't even see the sand. It was so covered. So we go to Jade Mountain, and Jade Mountain it's all black sand beaches. And they talk about this all the time. Come see our black sand beaches. And you're like, oh, I've never seen a black sand beach. This is cool. I want to see this. Well, what they don't tell you is you can't walk on a black sand beach.
Oh.
It gets so hot.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, like they talk about like it's amazing. Yeah. Like people, I want to go see a black sand beach, but they don't tell you that you can't walk on it because it's so hot that it'll literally like give you like second-degree burns.
But that makes sense because it absorbs the heat. I would never have thought of that.
Heat, and it gets so hot.
Yep.
So interestingly, so Sugar Beach is called Sugar Beach because the sand looks like sugar, and they imported all the sugar, all the sand from Guyana or something. They from somewhere else, and it's white sand beach, and they did that on purpose because you can't walk on black sand beaches. So they call it Sugar Beach, and they imported all the sand to Sugar Beach, and we were fortunate enough to get a room right on the beach, and you literally open the door, and the beach is right there. And
like they have a deck, and you can take breakfast on the beach.
It was amazing. It was
coffee.
Amazing. Good morning, everyone. I see we have 6 people on. Good morning, everyone.
Were you able to do the coffee on the deck first thing in the morning?
So the breakfast place is up the hill, so you had to do a bit of a walk to get there. So you basically, by the time you get there, you're like dripping. You need to like.
Well, you and I would be dripping.
It was rough for me. The humidity there was it was like 89% or something like that. It was up there.
Yeah.
It was high. So thankfully I brought a lot of shirts with me. I had a lot of stuff with me. So I was prepared for that, which is good. But St. Lucia was an amazing trip. If you want to see any of the videos I posted, go take a look at Sean Koi Market Rosen on my Facebook page. I posted a lot of stuff about it. Truly an amazing place. But if you're going to stay, Sugar Beach is a really nice place to stay.
Do you fly directly? What's the flight pattern? Like, how do you get there even?
Boat, paddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, JetBlue.
JetBlue to St. Lucia direct.
JetBlue goes direct to St. Lucia.
Okay.
It was like a 5 hour plus flight there, four
Oh, it's
and a
not bad
half
at all.
on the way back. It was.
Because some of those islands, I know you got to fly to a bigger island, then take a boat, or
Yeah, no, this wasn't like that.
okay.
Interestingly, we went to St. Vincent's last year,
Mhm.
and when we did a sunset cruise, and when we did the sunset cruise, we saw the pitons, which are the mountains, the famous St. Lucia,
Right.
mountains, which were formed by volcanic eruptions right in the area where we were. I mean,
Wow.
we were actually in the path of this whole lava path
Right.
is where that forms in that area.
That's the black sand beaches, I'm sure.
That's the black sand.
Yeah.
That is correct. That is correct. We actually drove into a live volcano, which
Oh,
was
wow.
really interesting. They have a volcano you can drive right into, and I took video of that. You could see that on my
Mhm.
post as well, and you could see it all bubbling up. And they have this one particular spot in this volcanic. So back in the day, I think in the 70s, they would let people just walk right in there. And they had a guide, and his name was Gabriel. And he would take people right up into the volcanic area, which is like crazy that
Yeah.
they did that. Now that it's all blocked off and you can't go in there. But they had this one area, it's called Gabriel's Hole. And Gabriel was, and you can kind of imagine. So Gabriel was demonstrating to all of his group of people. He's giving a tour, and he was in this one area, and he's like, "Look, the ground is soft right here," and he jumped up and down, and he went right in.
Oh my.
And he got major burns.
Mm.
He didn't die, but his legs went through and made this hole, and they called that Gabriel's Hole. And now it's one of the largest bubbling holes because every time like it comes, it bubbles up, it expands the hole more and more, and now the hole is very very large. But it started out with someone's foot going through the ground.
Wow.
Really
And
interesting.
as if the Caribbean's not hot enough, now you're dealing with this.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's 200. It was 220 something degrees.
Oh.
The last time it erupted was 1767.
Wow. So
It was
over 250 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It's interesting as you're sitting, like you're sitting, and this resort, Sugar Beach. What the heck was that?
I'm not sure.
As you're sitting at Sugar Beach, you have the pitons are literally to the right and to the left. So you had Petite Piton is on the right.
Mhm.
If you're looking at the ocean, Petite Piton's on the right, and Grand Piton is on the left. And they're just magnificent. They're absolutely gorgeous. Something to really, something that you'll just never ever see anywhere else. It was really amazing. Right underneath Petite Piton is this gorgeous reef, coral reef, and so the resort is right outside of a coral reef right there, and it was the best snorkeling I've ever
Good for you, man.
experienced. We saw everything from squid to moray eels to stingrays to eagle rays. It was
Snorkeling is a blast. I couldn't do scuba because I would get claustrophobic and freak out. I know me.
No way I wouldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. Even those dive helmets that you see some like Cozumel, they have these dive helmets where it's just a bell helmet you wear and you go under. I don't think I could do that, but scuba, I freaking love.
Yeah.
Love scuba diving. Snorkeling. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me. Snorkeling, I freaking love.
So you have this giant mountain that's 2,000 something feet high. So this whole thing that it literally comes right down into the water. You're right there. I mean, I could go and you could touch the piton. It's right there. So where it comes down and then the coral reef is right here and then it drops.
Oh wow.
And it looks like it drops like hundreds of feet.
Mhm.
But there's no way. Like I didn't want to get too close to the edge because to me I'm like I've watched too many movies.
Yeah, sure.
Like something is coming up and this show will be no longer. So I just couldn't do it. But in the evenings, Robin and I would go, and I don't know if you guys want to hear this. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Jim. Any koi ponds in St. Louis? So they were actually at Jade Mountain, there were a bunch of ponds there. There were a ton of ponds.
Really?
All man-made concrete ponds. They didn't really have any fish in them. The water was nasty, and like in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, I need to talk to these people and get.
How do
proper
koi
filtration
survive in
set up.
concrete ponds? You know, I'm so new to the hobby, right? So, how are koi in concrete ponds compared to? I know we use the liners.
They're fine actually, as long as the ponds get treated. They have to get cured, and they have to get muriatic acided to remove the lime. And bring the pH down, because it's naturally when you do it.
The rocks are going to release stuff.
Yeah,
Cement will release stuff.
Yeah, so you have to muriatic acid it for quite some time to stabilize the concrete. But a lot of guys will actually just use a sealer to put over it to
Makes sense. Yeah.
minimize that.
Like a Quikrete sealer or something over it.
Well, it's a sealer that's very specific to safe sealer.
That makes sense.
Yeah. We're actually in the middle. One of our contractors, Anthony Loro, is actually working on a big gunite pond for one of our customers right now, which we should be going and filming now.
We'll get it on.
Let's talk about that. We need to go out there and take a look. We're doing the filtration system for that, and we should actually film that.
Film the whole process. Yeah, get it all on there. Show
definitely
people
do that. Yes.
Well, you were missed this week.
Oh,
Now, and I can say that even though I wasn't here all week either. As you know, I was
you're
sick.
not feeling well.
I'm one of these guys who never goes to the doctor. Like to get me for my yearly physical is tough. That's tough.
You should though.
Yeah, and
we're not spring chickens anymore. Like going to the doctor is important.
Yeah. So
I say that when I have.
Yeah.
I have to go for that.
Yeah. That's
I
had one of those a couple. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that.
It's not fun. It's not. It's not fun. But
so Robin, actually, the insurance wouldn't cover the anesthesiologist for that. It's like,
really,
like, wait, you can't go and get what do you call it? It's a
prostate exam.
A prostate exam, like and they wouldn't want to. They weren't covering the anesthesia. We had to pay for it out of pocket, because paying $3,000 a month for insurance is not enough.
Yeah, no, of course not.
It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Like, that's something you don't want to be awake for.
Well, no, the colonoscopy you don't.
Colonoscopy. That's
different. Wait. They're not covering your insurance.
They didn't cover the insurance company did not cover the anesthesiologist for the colonoscopy.
Oh, you can't be awake for that.
Yeah, of course not.
I had one done at 48 because I had some problems. I'm 52 now. I had mine at 48, a couple years early. They say at 50, but we figured better safe than sorry. And I was knocked out cold.
Yeah.
And and they put you on a pad. I got a funny story about this. So you're doing a colonoscopy. They put you on a pad, and when you wake up, you just completely have it. So I'm putting my pants on and everything like that. I go home. I'm just like, God, I'm just so sore all over, and nothing feels right. So I go to the bathroom finally. The whole bed pad is still in my drawers. So yeah, out of it completely. But you don't feel anything. You're out of it. I don't want to feel. The worst part's the prep.
But so I actually have a relative who sadly, passed away from a colonoscopy, like they
from the procedure.
Gosh, yeah, it's horrible.
Horrible.
So it's not. Yeah.
Well, we got a lot going. So, like I said, I was out all week. You've been out for last Saturday you were on vacation. The Saturday before that you were at a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit since you've been here. You got a lot of work to do.
We have a ton of work to do. We have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I have another. We have a lot of things going on. So the 17th is our kickoff.
Yes.
It is our kickoff. Is the 17th auction. Our 17th kickoff auction.
Yeah.
And we're very excited about that. We have a bunch of really cool fish picked out for you. That's happening this Wednesday. It's only 5 days away.
Mm-hmm.
So very excited to do that auction. So be there or be square. We're looking forward to having you there. And it is our kickoff auction on the 17th.
Fall kickoff.
You can register for that by going to coinmarket.com. You're going to see the little ticker underneath the main area. And you can click and register there. If you've already registered, you're already on the list.
Should be on the list, yeah.
If you've already registered, you're already on the list.
And this
we'll
week,
let you know. We'll send you out an email and I guess a text notification, whatever, however it gets out there. to let you know that that's going on. We're excited to do it, and we have lots of nice fish picked out for you.
We've
And-
upgraded our internet speed drastically in the shop while you were gone. So this week we're going to do our auction on Zoom as we have been doing, but we will be able to simulcast in Facebook and YouTube. You can't bid on those, but if you get those alerts and notifications, you'll see an alert pop up. Then you'll have some directions on how to get to Zoom. So
Right.
if you're getting this alert that we're live now, you should get the alert about the auction
Right.
this week.
So we jumped. So we made the leap to fiber, and we went from upload speeds of like what, like
15.
8, what?
8 to 15 megabytes per second.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And now we're at
What?
900 megabytes a
So we had
second.
8 to 15 megabytes per second,
Yeah.
which is what we were getting, which was horrible.
Horrible.
Horrible. And now we're 800.
800.
So the difference should be pretty significant.
Yes.
So, I guess we will see. We're looking forward to it. Hey, Gus, thank you, buddy.
Gus,
thank
don't
you.
forget about the auction this week. He's bought from us in the past.
Gus, definitely don't forget about the auction. If you just jumped on, if you didn't hear that, we have the auction coming up on the 17th. We should post that on screen. We should have like
yeah.
a ticker thing going. Like,
Yeah.
but we have the auction, our kickoff auction going on the 17th, same time. So 6:45 pre-show, 7 o'clock show, 7 p.m. On the 17th. So we're looking forward to doing that. What else is going on? We're just getting the store all ready to go. And you know what's crazy? It's just, I can't even believe that the season, I don't like to use these words. I don't want to say that the season is coming to a close, but it's coming to a close. It's still very warm out right now, guys, and we're still in the 70s. So we still have plenty of time. We sell fish all the way into, end of September at the store, and then we continue. We're actually headed to Japan October 26th. So very excited about that. We have a lot going on. I'm not going to tell you anything just yet, but we have a lot of things planned for this Japan trip. October 26th is when we leave. Michael, Travis, and I will be heading out, and we got a lot of cool things in store for
And
you.
Little
So-
C is heading out.
Huh?
Little C is going with you as well.
Little C?
Well, that's what I've been calling Cole lately.
Yes, Cole is coming with us.
Yes.
Cole, and we have a videographer and a photographer, and it's going to be we have an entire entourage coming with us. So looking forward to that. We have a lot of things planned. Just reading some of the notes here. Never miss a comic book. Welcome back. Thank you. Hi Heath. Good morning. Hello. Heath stopped by this morning to get his fish. Thank you for coming by. Our fall kickoff auction is this Wednesday. Okay, 6:45 p.m. is our pre-show. 7 o'clock starts the show, and we're looking forward to it.
And Gus, thank you for picking up fish when you were here.
Yeah, Gus, and really everyone, has been so great on the shows and coming in and getting your fish. We want to thank you. We have a lot of things planned for this winter, guys. Lots of amazing fish are going to be coming in. We're going to have lots of auctions. Love doing the auctions this way. We're going to continue to do them like this. It's been going really well. So
I think we're going to twice weekly now, right? Or twice a month, or every other week.
Well, soon. I mean, we're gonna do bi-weekly, and I'd like to go to, if we can go to weekly once we're in the thick of things.
I think that's a great.
Then we need to do that.
Agreed.
But we're switching to bi-weekly starting now.
Yeah.
And we have this one on the 17th, and then we have another one coming up 2 weeks after that, and
I think that'll be
yeah.
October 1st, but I'm not sure.
whatever.
Yeah,
We'll have to look at the calendar. But we are starting our netting. Travis has been working. So guys, if you're in our maintenance path, if you're one of our normal maintenance customers, we'll be reaching out to you. We actually start doing our fall netting on Monday. Crazy.
That's nuts.
Monday, we start doing fall netting. So let's talk about that for a second, guys.
I'll bring over
I
some
need
nets.
Can you bring over, I need a little piece of that netting.
Yep. I got it.
So we use, there's a couple of different brands of nets, but we have our fall netting here. I'm not sure if Big C is able to grab a piece. You can cut a piece off with some scissors.
Coming up.
So we use a very, very heavy duty 1/2-inch netting for our fall netting, for our netting projects. So here is our netting, and it's once it stretches to a size, it will stay at that. It's not going to get any bigger. So
Want a
it'll
bigger piece?
stay at that. And this stuff is super tough. It'll last many years. We use 10-inch stakes with a hook every 2 feet around the perimeter of the pond. It stays super tight across the pond. You know, and we get this a lot. And actually, someone just came in before, and he's like, you know, I said, you don't want it? Do you guys want us to do your full netting? He's like, yeah. Are you gonna take it off as soon as the leaves are done? And no, guys, this is super important. This is really important to understand, is that the netting is not just for leaves. The netting is also for predators. So yes, it will stop the leaves in the beginning, but as soon as the leaves are gone, you know, it's going to be cold enough.
Mhm.
Every predator out there, from cats to raccoons,
Squirrels, I imagine. I don't know. Those are. I'm thinking of animals that hoard for the time.
carnivorous squirrels.
Oh no, that's right. They don't eat fish. No, cats and
All right, we'll pretend that Big Satan
I didn't have to
say that.
Like I
about
said, it's my
squirrels.
first fall in the business.
If we have carnivorous squirrels, we got a lot of things to worry
You
about.
got bigger problems.
So every predator out there is going to be looking for a meal, okay? And you don't want that meal to be your fish, all right? So what happens is your fish go into this torpor state, okay, which is they're slowing their bodies down. They're sitting down at the bottom of the pond. Geothermally, the earth is heating the pond to an extent. They're staying at the warmest part of the pond, which is also why we raise the aeration above to about a foot below the surface instead of sitting on the bottom, because we don't want to send that cold air that's coming from above all the way down to the bottom and super cooling the whole pond. So they're in this torpor state sitting at the bottom of the pond. But if we get some warm days, so maybe it's going to jump up into the 60s, and sometimes it's even jumped into the 70s.
Absolutely.
In the middle of winter, we get some warm days. Well, you know what? Those fish are actually going to come to the surface because they're thinking, all right, it's warm out. I want to start eating. But they're so weak that you could literally just scoop them out of the ponds. You could grab that fish out of the pond. Well, guess what? The predators can do the same thing. You want to keep that net on the ponds until you open that pond, and maybe even after, because if the water is cool, the fish are still going to be kind of waking up and they're in that slow state.
Mhm.
You don't want to lose your fish, you know, to a predator, especially, by not leaving that net on the pond. So super important.
So
We're going to go over a lot more of this.
So I have my net on. It's nice. It's taut. Leaves are coming down, right?
Yep.
Now the fall season's over. I'm keeping my net over the pond. Are the leaves like eventually coming off of that?
Well, a lot of, at least on Long Island,
Yes.
they have their landscapers are going to come and actually do a removal
A
of
blow
those
off,
leaves
yeah,
once
that makes sense.
once they fall, once the fall leaves drop.
Right.
They'll do their first fall, and then in the spring they'll do another one.
That's true.
But you can certainly take your blower and blow air across the pond and blow them off the net. But these nets, once they're stretched out, what's so great about these nets is once they're stretched out, they're super tight. I mean, they don't drop into the pond.
Yep.
So it'll stay tight like a trampoline across the pond, and it'll keep the leaves out, because you don't want the net sitting on the pond, leaning into, like, dipping into the pond.
Because then the
because
tangents
then
will
the
come out.
leaves-
Yeah.
The leaves will then sit in the water on top of the netting, and then the tannins will leach out, and then the leaves will break down, and you're going to end up having like a very heavy net over the pond. We had this one customer, he was out in Muttontown, and he lived in a forest, and the pond was literally in this forest, and we would put a net over the pond every winter, but the net would lay over the water,
Wow.
like sitting in the water. It was a goldfish pond, and by the next spring, I mean, you literally have a garbage truck full of leaves, and we would actually have to grab the corners of the net, pull them over, and then put a winch on a tree, and then winch the
Wow.
net off. And it would take all day to get this thing off, and it would leave this massive pile of leaves. I keep rolling away with this chair.
I know we got new chairs too.
We got new chairs. So as I speak and I'm moving around, the chair's moving around. But yeah, If anyone has any questions, looking forward to it. I ended up picking up 6 other fish when I picked up the one I want. Gus, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys have any questions about spring openings, about fall netting and winterizations, please reach out to us. You can reach out to Sean at coinmarket.com, SHAWN at KOIMARKET.com. If you have any questions or you want to send any pictures of your pond, your filters, your fish, you can send them to Cole at coinmarket.com. That's COLE at KOIMARKET.com.
We were talking about, before having to do medical exams that are displeasant, but it's all about peace of mind, right?
Yeah.
And that's really what winterization is. It's just peace of mind that if you winterize correctly, if I'm understanding this correct, if you do the winterization correctly, your opening is so much easier. You're getting your water back to levels. It's so much. It's all about, maintenance, year-round maintenance, and that's peace of mind.
That's true.
So that come, next spring, come March, April, May, your fish are vibrant, coming back, and you get to enjoy it earlier.
Yeah, it's one of the questions that comes up a lot is to winterize or not to winterize. That is the question.
Yes.
So there are positives and negatives to winterizing your ponds. Okay, let's talk about the positives. The positives are your waterfall looks awesome. If you don't winterize it, let's take a step back. Let's talk about if you left your pond running all winter. So if you left your pond running all winter, it looks nice. The waterfall's got icicles hanging from it. It looks really cool. And you're continuing to do mechanical filtration. So mechanical filtration is the removal of suspended solids, leaves, and debris, which is great that you're continuing to do mechanical. Your biological, however, will cease. Once your water drops into the 50s, your beneficial bacteria will, especially your nitrosomonas and nitrobacter bacteria that remove ammonium nitrite, will go dormant. Now, there are other bacteria that will continue to break down debris in the ponds, especially some cooler water bacteria, which we now know exists. But your nitrifying bacteria will cease to function at a certain temperature. So you still get mechanical filtration, which means you have removal of solids, leaves, and debris. That being said, you have to maintain it in the winter, and maintaining the winter can be difficult. Most people turn their water off. Okay, thank you, Rock. I don't have Corey anymore, but May again. I really enjoy following you. Very informative. Thank you from Oregon. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. I'm glad you still watch the show. That's cool. You still watch the show.
Yeah, love that.
That's cool. So we were talking about the reasons for and against winterizing your ponds. So positives. Waterfall looks great. Looks really cool. You're still doing mechanical filtration. Okay, those are really the two positives. The negatives. Let's talk about the negatives. Okay, one, you've now turned your water off. Most people have turned their water off. Some people still have access to water, but you have to make sure that you empty out all the water from your hose after every single use.
Right.
Otherwise, it freezes the hose, and then you can't use that hose. But it's just one of those things that you have to remember to do. You actually have to blow through the hose and get all the water out of it. You can get what's called ice channeling on your waterfall, and this can be a big issue. So ice channeling is, when the waterfall splashes, it can create channels that can guide the water outside the waterfall area, and you can actually empty your ponds in the middle of winter. Now, if you have a skimmer, you'll empty it to the bottom of the opening of the skimmer. You have a bottom drain, that's really bad because you'll literally empty the entire pond. And I've seen many customers, I get a call in the middle of winter, help me, my pond is almost empty, I need you to come over right away. Leaving your pond running in the winter has its negatives. If it gets too cold and your water flow is not strong enough, it could actually freeze the lines.
Wow.
That's also a big issue. If you lost power in the middle of winter, then you're really in trouble. Everything you have, all your lines, all your filters, all your plumbing is all going to freeze, crack, and will all break, and they'll have to be replaced.
It'll be replaced come this spring,
Yeah. There's also the potential of putting your fish in harm's way. You're taking water, putting it over the waterfall, exposing it to the cold air, and then sending it back to the ponds, which can super cool the entire pond. There are winter modes if you set your pond up right where you could put it through a jet instead of over the waterfall, so that you can continue running it. We actually ran the main ponds over the winter, and we did run into some issues, especially with the bead filter. If you're running an external filter and that water flow stops for any reason, you lose power or something happens, you will lose your system. And on the bead filters, especially with you have the arm that's off to the side that holds the blower, that water is sitting in that line right there,
freezing up.
so, and it's not running, so that line froze. If you get a bad freeze, it'll literally freeze, crack, and that arm will break off, and as soon as it warms up, that water will flow right out of that multi-port that cracked. So you got to be really careful. We're going to go into this in more detail. We're actually going to go through, and we're going to be probably, I'd like to do a filming of a winterization.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do a live one day.
Oh, that'll be a great idea. Yeah.
That would be cool. We can do a live, and we'd love to show you how it's done. We do winterize these small ponds here, and we put the net over that, and we will get that on video for you. We'll show you how the guys do it. We'll show you more detail about the netting that we use. It comes in 12.5-foot wide or 25-foot wide widths, by up to 100 feet. So you tell me what you want, and we can certainly get that for you.
Cut to order. Cut to order.
We can definitely cut it to order. We have plenty in stock. Please just reach out to us. I don't have a price for it offhand. Griffin, what is the square foot price on the 1/2-inch netting? Griffin's just going to grab that for us. But I know that we're pretty much the only people in the country that sell this netting because we get it from overseas, and we are the only company that this company buys from in the States. So I know that we're the only ones that have this specific net, and it really is a great net. So, okay, so it is
What is it? 48
it's
cents.
48 cents a square foot. It's 1/2-inch. Okay, so if an acorn is smaller than 1/2-inch, then yes, it will go through. The reason why we do 1/2-inch, we used to do 1/4-inch, but 1/4-inch, especially if it starts snowing a lot, it's going to weigh that net down. We used to do 1/8-inch netting, which
That's just like putting
that would keep
yeah.
out everything. It would keep out
putting a tarp over it at that point.
but it's
Yeah.
basically, the weight of that gets very, very, very heavy. And if it's dipped in the water, then the leaves will collect on top of it. If snow comes down, it'll literally pull it down. But on this, the snow will actually go through it.
So a lot of trial and error. You landed at the 1/2-inch, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of trial and error.
Welcome back. Thank you, Jim. Thank you. I see a question. Welcome back, Sean. Have a good time. Are the holes in it small enough? Okay. I saw something about a bog.
Oh, there it is on the screen.
Right.
What are your thoughts on?
I am not a fan of bog filtration. There are plenty of guys that like bog filtration. There are lots of guys out there that do wetland filtration. It's not for me, but I'm not saying it doesn't work. I am more of a get it out of the ponds is the best case scenario for me. Everyone has their way. But for me, I prefer to get it out of the pond than have it sitting in the ponds. That is always my goal. I do believe in having lots of plants in the ponds, different story, but having a bog filtration system, it's basically a collection point for a lot of crap in the ponds. So for me, I don't personally like it. And when you do have to eventually clean it, it's a nightmare to have to clean, an absolute disaster of a nightmare. I hope I answered that question for you.
Thanks, Gus.
Any other questions? We just have a few people on. Thank you guys for joining us. I know we haven't been doing a lot of the Saturday shows. We moved to the Wednesday evening auction show. But we still like to use this Saturday to do more education, really talk about and answer questions that you guys may have. And we're happy to answer any questions you have. So please hit me up with anything you got. You want to talk about winterization? You want to talk about spring openings? We can talk about anything. You want to talk about filtration? I'm happy to talk about filtration.
You want to talk New York Football, Jets, Giants.
So I want to talk.
No, I know
You know what?
I know it. I'm a Giants.
I played football when I was
Well,
a
I know
kid.
that.
I played Massapequa Mustangs. Absolutely hated it.
Okay.
Absolutely hated it. But yeah.
All right. No, it was just
I'm
a bad
sorry.
Sunday last Sunday for New York football.
Oh, it was.
But both teams went in with better than normal expectations, and both teams disappointed.
And who won?
Not the Jets or Giants. Jets and Giants both lost their
They
week
both
one
lost.
games. Yeah.
Did the Jets ever play the Giants?
Oh, they play. I think every 4 years they show up on. The rotation's very set
Yeah.
on how teams play each other, and I think it's every 4 years the Jets play the Giants a regular season game, and the years that they don't have those other 3 years they play each other in the preseason for the MetLife Bowl, which is basically I think it's a trophy of Snoopy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
preseason game.
I'm still waiting for a pond to cycle. I think let's bring that up on
Yeah.
stream. Hi, Debbie. Still waiting for pond to cycle. I think I'm on week 8. Is that normal? Well, it is starting to cool down. All right. You have your Chloromex on hand, right? I know we talked about this. You need to make sure you keep your Chloromex on hand. You need to be using that every 48 hours while your pond is cycling. Every 48 hours until your ammonia goes away. Super, super important. You need to make sure you keep your KH at the right level. Is your KH where it needs to be? It needs to be of 125 plus. If your KH, your alkalinity is low, your beneficial bacteria, your nitrosammosis and nitrobacter bacteria, as well as your sludge-eating bacteria are not going to perform. So what is your KH at right now, Debbie?
We'll wait for her to get in. That we have a little bit of delay, obviously, on our end. She
Yeah.
does say that. Yeah, she does have the Chloromex on.
New York has 3 teams. Don't forget the Bills.
That's true. You're right. You know what? I do forget the Bills
What's
often.
wrong with you?
And the Bills had one of the greatest games, regular season games I've ever seen in my life. Week 1, Sunday night, come from behind victory against the Ravens. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game. You are absolutely right, Johnny. And I could root for them. As a Giant fan, I could absolutely root for the Bills. I understand why Jet fans can't. Maybe I'll take the Bills on as my jump on the bandwagon team. Debbie answered your question here.
All right, so good. So you're at 7 drops is about 125. That's where you need to be. So you need to keep it at that. You can actually go higher. You could be all the way up at 300, won't be an issue. But keeping it at 7 drops is very, very important. It should be kicking in, but the water is starting to cool down now. What's everyone's water temperature? My guys aren't in here now, so I can't ask them, and I can't look on my phone because
We're using it.
yeah, we're using it. So I can't see what the temperature is here. But what is the temperature of the water? Debbie, do you have a thermometer in your pond? Just curious.
Oh, and here's some more information she just got for us.
Okay, 0.5 Chloromex every other day. Yeah, keep doing the Chloromex. If you do not do the Chloromex, the ammonia will affect your fish. Griffin, do you know what the water temperature has been outside? No. Do we have a thermometer in there still? I know. Don't worry about it. I'm assuming that the water is going to be in the 70s
Yeah.
still.
And that's what Debbie's saying
Yeah.
is she's getting hers is at 70.
Yeah. So you're in the zone. So 65, 70, you're fine. Richard's saying 68. And I actually Richard, I'm glad you jumped on. I actually want to mention something for October that's coming up. I have to go and check the dates on that. But if you want to mention the information on here, what the dates are for our grow out meeting.
Oh, that's right.
We have
It's
our
the
grow-out meeting coming
Mid-Atlantic Play Club, right?
Yeah, it's the MAKC
Yep.
grow out, and we have the Issa Showa grow outs. We have 10 fish, and we have James Rothwell, who is our judge,
Yes.
is coming in. He's
We had him on the show a couple weeks ago.
yeah, he was on the show a couple weeks ago, and he will be coming in to be. It's October 5th. Thank you. So October 5th, we have our grow out, and that's on a Sunday, I think.
I don't know.
Is that a Sunday? I think it's a Sunday. Are you able to come on a Sunday?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I have heads up, I'll tell
Okay.
the other guys to.
All right, it's a Sunday. So yeah, October 5th. We'll need
Yes.
you to be here for
I'll
that.
be here.
And yes, so we're looking forward to that. James Rothwell is going to judge. We have 10 East of Show that were picked out by the MAKC, and
They're going to be
forward to-
very, very pleased
yeah
with those fish
the
grow
fish they put on a lot of size compared to the 7 to 10 inch fish that we have in the tanks. These guys put on a lot of size.
Yeah.
I mean
a lot.
they're like I'm gonna say they're 12 to 14.
I would think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
because their comrades that they were, in the ponds with have gotten, and we brought a couple of them onto the auctions in the past. So
Yeah.
yeah, they've gotten very big.
Yeah.
Very, very big.
So they did really, really well on the Sakai carry balance. So yeah, that is October 5th, Sunday. We'll be doing a special show for the grow out. The MAKC will be here with James Rothwell. I'm not sure, Richard, do you have a time for that? Let me know.
Dealing with a little bit of that delay still.
All right. If anyone else has any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we're going to head out, and I got a million things that I have to tackle for the upcoming weeks. We have, my gosh, we're starting to plan for winterizations, the Japan trip, fall netting,
Auction.
auctions.
The special fall supplies coming in this year that you haven't done in the past, hopefully.
No, I mean, we'll be doing, so we'll be using the Saturday show to be going over everything you need for your fall and winter prep. So stay tuned for that. 12 o'clock, Richard said. So 12 o'clock.
Sunday, October 5th.
Sunday the 5th.
Yep.
Is the MAKC grow out with the MAKC, and James Rothwell will be the judge. So we're really looking forward to that. And all right, guys, I want to thank you for being a part of the show and jumping in, and I really appreciate it. And it's good to be back. Don't forget, we have our auction on the 17th, Wednesday the 17th, 6:45 p.m. pre-show. 7 o'clock is the auction. We'll have about 22, 24 fish in that auction. Tosai and Nisai, and we look forward to seeing you there. All right. Until then, see you in a couple.